Okay, everybody, here we go again. Yeah. Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. When I tell you there's no way to make this stuff up, I really mean that. So not only do we continue to get hit with round after round after round of abysmal economic news. I mean, just, to give you a clue here, consumer confidence, con job, confidence, well, apparently it's falling. I can't imagine how anyone could be confident in this environment that things are going to get any better because our economy keeps getting worse. And here's the proof. So one of the Federal Reserve's favorite indicators, all right, the Chicago Business Activity Gauge has now fallen again, yet deeper into contraction. So what we have here is, I'm laughing, I shouldn't laugh, an economy which is cratering faster, it's accelerating. You got inflation continuing to rise. You got loan defaults skyrocketing. People can't make ends meet. Debt burdens higher than anyone has ever carried in their lives. Collectively, American citizens, people around the world, are carrying their highest debt burdens ever, along with every so-called developed nation around the world, also carrying their highest debt levels we've ever seen in the history of this whole freaking freak show here. Meanwhile, the stock market continues to defy gravity. Now, no surprise to you. If you have been following my work, I told all of you, we discussed it right here. The illusion of stability in the debt market is being maintained. Look at the MMRI. It's pretty much locked into a very, very tight range. Mannarino market risk indicator. Yes, risk in this market is high, but it doesn't seem to matter at all here with regard to this market. So not only did we have bond yields stable, we got this. The other key here, which you already know about, is the relative strength of the dollar. Weak or weaker, and now you got crude oil playing right up the back. That's the scenario that I've been explaining to all of you since, well, a really, really long time. If these elements would stay in place, whatever happens in the economy, recession, depression, whatever, don't matter. The stock market is going to further detach from reality. The gap in here. How many years have you been with me, people? I've been showing you this gap here. It's going to get wider and wider and wider. Let me explain this to you in case you don't know. I can't help myself sometimes. Things are going to get monumentally worse for the people themselves, okay? Inflation is going to continue to rise. That's the game. The economy is going to continue to slow. The faster that these two things happen, the higher inflation goes, and the worse off the economy goes, the higher the stock market is going to go. As long as I said, like the unholy trinity here, let's call it the unholy trinity. The illusion of stability in the debt market, a weaker dollar on a relative strength basis, and right up the back door, you got crude oil or energy getting propped up. We watched a little pullback here, which I thought we were all expecting with regard to energy and crude. Now it's getting bid right back up, and look what's happening to the market. This has been a pretty epic month for this market, despite the continued round after round after round of bad economic news. As long as they continue also to fund the war, there's all this talk about another weapons package and another one after that and another one after that being put together. Hundreds of billions of dollars, soon to be in the trillions, to fund this war over there. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Here we are, American citizens, or wherever you may be around the world, whether you support this war or not, you have no choice. You support the war. Excuse me. You have no choice but to fund it. I didn't vote for it. I don't think many of you voted for it. Again, we can't even get our own act together here. This is the United States, the laughing stock of the world here. Okay, we can't have a budget. When was the last time our so-called loving, caring representatives had a budget? Well, it's been years. Can't have a budget because, again, It must continue to expand and expand and expand. We hit the debt ceiling. We can't figure out what we're doing with that. Why? Tell me again, why are we paying our so-called representatives to work for us? Do they really work for us? From what I've heard from all of you, you don't feel like you have any representation at all in government. So tell me again, why are we paying taxes here? For what? For what? I don't know. Maybe all of you can let me in on that clue, because it's pretty much out there. So let's go back here. Nice rally in the market today. This whole entire month been just beautiful. Why? Stability in the debt market, or the illusion of weaker dollar on a relative strength basis, and crude oil getting propped up, and more cash to fund the war. This mechanism, people, with the Federal Reserve buying it all, central banks buying it all, keeping rates suppressed here. Could you imagine just for a second, a nanosecond, if the debt market were to do its one and only job, and that is to establish fair value? What is the job of the markets? To determine fair value, right? You get buyers on one side and sellers on the other. But when you have central banks who are overpowering everything, buying it all, there's no discovery mechanism, no price discovery behind it. Nothing makes sense. You get extreme distortions in the market, which is all going to get real. You all know that. All this is lovely and everyone's having a good time. We're all making money in the market, right? Right? Oh, it's beautiful. It's perfect. You know, maybe it's even enough to make you spray all over your freaking shorts. I don't know. But this is going to change. It's going to change by design. None of this is going to go on in perpetuity. So you could just, forget about that whole situation. Now, who knows what else they're going to throw at us down the pike. We already know that we are clearly not doing well anywhere in the world with regard to the world economies which are run by central banks. Who runs the economy? It's central banks. Who runs the markets? It's central banks. Who runs the world? It's central banks. And do you think the world economy is looking really pretty right now? Not really. But what's the market looking like? Smelling like a rose. Looking really beautiful here. People making all kinds of money here. Okay, this is exactly what you and I have expected since forever. A massive wealth transfer on an unprecedented scale here. And if you think that this is the end of it, you don't know what you're looking at. I don't care how many people out here are calling for a crash every other freaking day. Believe me, I know they are. I know they are. Okay, you people write to me all the time. Greg, did you hear so-and-so? Greg, did you hear what this guy's saying? Next week, this date, this time, according to this book, according to whatever it might be. And all this market does is go higher and higher. Turn these people off. Ignore all of them. They obviously have an agenda here, and I don't understand why they do what they do. Okay, nobody here is going to be able to pick a time, a date, or anything else, but we have clues. We have tools, you and I. We know what we're looking at here. There's no guesswork, you and I. None, and I mean zero. If you understand the drivers of this market, again, debt market, relative dollar strength, crude oil, and the fact that central banks are buying it all, what do you want to do? Honestly, really, what do you want to do here? You want to try to bet against this market? I dare you. I dare anybody to bet against this market when you have the debt market stable, or the illusion of the relative strength of the dollar weak, and crude oil coming up. If you try to short this market in this environment, you're going to get destroyed. You're going to lose it all. Okay? And if you're doing this on a margin, you're going to lose more than your initial investment, and exponentially here. So with regard to this market, buy it. I've been buying and buying and buying. You all know that for a long time. I'm going to continue to stay long this market until I have a clear sign that things are going to change. You got to be nuts. With regard to the debt, you think the global debt's going to stop inflating? You think central banks are going to stop inflating? Honestly, really? No. So what are you going to do? You're going to hold commodities, physical gold, silver. People, you got all this. You got this all down. We are invincible. I'm telling you, if you just listen to this blog, okay, you pay attention and use your own intellect, if what I'm saying to you makes sense, you could not possibly be better off. Look, this is a team effort. We're helping each other out here. At least I hope so. I'm doing my absolute... Look, I come out here 3 times a day. 3 times a day. I do a pre-market report. I do a midday live thing for all of you that like the live stream. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of you did. So I'm trying to make everyone happy here, which I happen to like the live stream because I get to interact with all of you in real time. And then I do this post-market wrap-up here. I am breaking my butt here, trying to enlighten people. And all I ask for you to do is please share this stuff. Get it out there. Let's enlighten people, because this whole thing is, it's insane, because it's crumbling around us. At the same time, we got a market that's continuing to rip higher here. And as long as these little drivers stay in place, and you know what they are better than anybody, it's just the way it's going to go, people. I don't know another way to put this for all of us. I want us all to win, all of us, and we can win. Look, we take this system that we have been given and we weaponize it against those that are trying to destroy us. It's that simple. For the long run, you and I could not possibly be in better spots, in my view, in commodities, physical gold, silver, my favorite asset of all time. You want to take advantage of this market. You want to own, if you want to own a company or an exchange traded fund that pays you to hold it, okay? In other words, in the form of a dividend here. I've been broadcasting for, I don't even know how long right now. Ticker JEPI, JEPI, JEPI. Market Watch just did a whole thing on this a couple of weeks ago, saying how it's been outperforming the S&P 500 by a large margin. I'm not steering anybody wrong here. Don't take Greg Mannarino's word. Look at the performance of this thing, okay? I want all of us to win, like I said, and we can win. But then we're going to pay it forward, like we always do, okay? If you are making money or doing well in this market, if you own JEPI, if you've done well here, pay it forward. Take a percentage of whatever you're earning and donate that, of your dividend. Every month you get a dividend. Take a percentage of that dividend and donate it to a charity you believe in. We gotta do these things, people. All right, look, I don't know what else to say here, but I do want to hear from you. But understand, the disconnect between the economy and the market is going to get even greater. The faster the economy falls, the higher the market's going to go. As long as the illusion of stability in the debt market is maintained, the relative strength of the dollar stays weak, or where it is, and you got crude oil, you got energy playing in here. That's the unholy trinity, if you want to call it that, if that makes you remember it. That's going to drive this market higher as the economy gets destroyed and the people themselves crushed. I mean, it's an insane situation here. We have a Federal Reserve here or central banks collectively, who are going to continue to inflate. They have no intention whatsoever of contracting the money supply, but they're going to charge you more, charge the world more for debt which they issue. And we're going to get a 25 basis point hike tomorrow. Where's the outcry? Where's our so-called representatives? Do you hear a peep out of them? No. Do you know why? Because you have no representation. Zero. Except me and you. I think we represent each other, and I think we got each other's backs. I really, really do. All right, I'm out of here. Love all you guys and girls. Please share the video. Please, I got to get more of you to share this stuff. 9% of you, on average, 9 share these videos. That is a mind blower to me. If we could just kick that up to 20-25%, we really could get more people on board here. Don't you think more people should be made aware of what's going on here? I don't know. Please, help me out here a little bit. Let's start getting this stuff out there. Hit that thumbs up down here, wherever it may be, and share this on your social networks. Anyway, all right, I hope you do. I'll see you in the morning.